Netflix is developing a live-action Gundam film starring Sydney Sweeney and Noah Centineo, with production already underway in Australia as Bandai Namco pushes Gundam toward a new global audience. But before the live-action adaptation arrives, it's worth looking back at the story that started everything: the original Mobile Suit Gundam trilogy, a brutal anti-war epic that transformed giant robots from superhero fantasy into military tragedy. It is Universal Century 0079. Humanity moved into space hoping to build a better future. The space nation known as Zeon declares independence from the Earth Federation, and in the first month of war alone, billions die. Entire space colonies are turned into weapons. Civilization itself nearly collapses. Far from the front lines, a quiet teenager named Amuro Ray lives inside the colony Side 7, more interested in machines than war. But when Zeon forces attack the colony searching for a secret Federation weapon, Amuro stumbles upon it first: the RX-78-2 Gundam. With no training, no military experience, and civilians dying around him, Amuro climbs into the cockpit simply to survive. And in a single battle, everything changes. The Gundam destroys Zeon's mobile suits with terrifying efficiency, and Amuro is suddenly thrown into a war far bigger than himself. The survivors escape aboard the warship White Base, but this isn't some glorious military crew. They're mostly frightened civilians and teenagers forced to become soldiers overnight. As White Base travels across Earth and space, Amuro continues fighting battle after battle, slowly transforming from an anxious kid into one of the Federation's most dangerous pilots. Before long, Zeon's soldiers begin calling the Gundam the White Devil. But one man continues chasing it relentlessly: Char Aznable, the legendary masked pilot known as the Red Comet. Calm, charismatic, and impossibly skilled, Char becomes Amuro's greatest rival. Every encounter between them pushes both pilots further beyond human limits. And as the war escalates, something strange begins happening. Certain people start displaying heightened awareness, almost as if they can sense each other's thoughts and emotions across space itself. These individuals are called Newtypes, seen by some as the next stage of human evolution. People capable of understanding one another without fear, hatred, or violence. At the center of this mystery is Lala Sune, a young woman whose connection to both Amuro and Char changes everything. Through her, the story stops being just about giant robots and war, and becomes something far more tragic: a question of whether humanity is truly capable of evolving beyond conflict. But war destroys people faster than they can evolve. As the final battle erupts at the fortress Abaoa-Q, both the Federation and Zeon throw everything they have left into one last catastrophic fight. Ships burn, soldiers die by the thousands, friends are lost one after another, and Amuro, once just a lonely teenager hiding in a colony, becomes something almost superhuman on the battlefield. Yet, even at the end, there's no real victory. The war finally stops, but the scars remain. Entire generations have been traumatized. Humanity survives, but barely, and the Gundam itself becomes more than a weapon. It becomes a symbol of humanity's contradiction, our incredible potential for progress, and our endless ability to destroy ourselves.